afternoon, everyone. Clinical Professor, Prof. Ng, distinguished members of the Singapore medical community, founders, investors, partners, colleagues, and friends. Thank you, Prof. Ng, for setting the stage and framing the valley of death from the perspective of a healthcare institution, and for sharing how CGH is building the leadership capabilities and organizational culture needed to bridge them, and you've been doing that for many years. It is a privilege to join you today on behalf of Moringa Ventures as we launch Momentum for Healthcare together with Changi General Hospital. And just to introduce, Moringa Ventures, backed by Tembusu Partners, is a deep tech venture builder and VC. We were created 2 years ago. I wrote a paper to the board, essentially pitching to help founders navigate one of the most difficult transitions in innovation, moving from research and technical promise to real-world deployment. In health and biotech, we invest in companies leveraging technology to advance in diagnostics, therapeutics, personalized care, addressing Asia's evolving healthcare needs. And our ambition is simple: to help founders transform lives through scientific and technological breakthroughs. This afternoon has been much awaited as we reveal the top 5 teams who will embark on the journey as part of our inaugural cohort. They are here amongst us today. They will be invited to join our Momentum program for Deep Tech Startups Run 2, which you saw earlier in the video that happened just a couple months back, to workshop their ideas, sharpen their strategies as a team that spins off, right, as a commercial team, to strengthen their skills as founders. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate our 5 teams: Kinara Vision, League Sense, right, Peak, who just flew in from KL, and I said, good thing we are close to the airport, so we can do that. Peak, Tri-Sail Medical, over here, and OncoRest that is based in the US. So I would like to acknowledge every team that has submitted an application. We received applications from teams from Singapore, China, and the United States, over 20 countries when we opened up applications in May. And 43% of the applicants connected to a IHL or research institute. And 12 companies already have a regulatory approval, whether it's CEHS, FDA, 2 are under review, and 60% of applicants already generate revenue. In short, we were very impressed by all the applicants and to hear and read what each of you have been working on. And so even if you were not shortlisted today, and you're here in this room, I respect what you're building, we respect what you're building, and I would encourage you to press on with the journey. The teams that I mentored in our first Momentum program earlier this year, and the founders I work with, know this one thing about me. I'm always open to bouncing around pitches, hustling strategies, candid conversations about what worked and simply what didn't. And I look forward as much to continuing to learn from each and every one of you in the road ahead. I'm often asked what we look for in early stage teams that we invest in. For me, there are 3 things. I think just now Prof shared SMART and SSS, right? So I will share AAA. We both enjoy acronyms. And that is applicability, adaptability, and ambition. Applicability. Is the technology applicable to a real and important problem? The second, adaptability. Can the team, as it encounters customers, institutions, and the realities of deployment adapt to that, right? Adapt to those opportunities in front of you. And does the team have the ambition, the staying power to really bring its work much further? I thought I would also share 3 interesting connections that CGH and Moringa has. First is about timing. The second is about roots. And the third is about people. Firstly, Singapore celebrates 61st National Day this month. And the month of August, not that many people wearing red here, except for 2 of you. We'll all be decked in red and whites at the end of the week. It is fitting because this is a time that we take stock of how far we've come and consider where we want to go next as a community, as a country. And as it were, it was exactly 1 year ago that I first met Prof. Ng at the Istana at the National Day parade, at the National Day reception. Exactly almost 1 year ago. And I shared with him our vision at Moringa to bridge breakthrough technologies found in Singapore's research laboratories and bring their impact to our region and the world. And things moved very quickly. On 20th of April this year, Moringa and CGH signed an MOU. In May, we launched our call for startup application, and today we have these 5 teams, amazing teams presenting before us. In healthcare and deep tech, we often speak about how long things take. So it's worth recognizing when, in the space of just 1 year, a serendipitous meeting at the Istana becomes the gathering that we have here today. And secondly, I would add that CGH and Moringa both have deep roots, literally. I mean, we chose the name Moringa because the Moringa plant is resilient, adaptable, and able to take root across very different and difficult environments. It is found in Southeast Asia and widely across Asia. It can thrive in different climates, and it has long played a role in nutritional and even traditional medicine. And similarly, Moringa also wants to back founders whose science can take root across a wide range of markets, geographies in Asia and beyond, building enduring ventures with long-term societal and economic impact. And CGH has a Changi tree, as I read, and its own CGH orchid, a rather distinctive purplish blue orchid. So perhaps it's only natural that our 2 organizations will find each other and sharing in this belief of being deeply rooted, adaptable, and always growing. Thirdly, we share a belief that innovation ultimately must be grounded in humanity. CGH celebrated its 90th anniversary last year, and it marks its 91st year this year. And tracing its history back, CGH was once Toa Payoh Hospital. And in 1975, the first medical superintendent of Toa Payoh Hospital was the late Professor Seah Chen Xiang. He devoted his life to medicine, people. He looked far and wide for ideas to improve patient care. And among his many pioneering efforts, he introduced Singapore's first flexible fiber optic gastroscope from Japan. And it is this same spirit that I believe everyone in this room together here today has to search for the best discoveries and bring them to patients. I first heard this story from Professor Seah Chen Xiang's daughter. Today she's a happy grandmother of 5 children. Two are mine. She's my mother-in-law. So I shared just 2, not the 5. I share this story because it's a reminder that However advanced the science and however sophisticated the technology, the purpose of healthcare and innovation must return to the individual, the patient, and the life of whom we hope to improve. And so Moringa Ventures, as a venture-driven and VC, the ventures that we want to back ultimately need to have an impact that can cross communities and borders. And we are here to help build that journey. So to the investors, corporates, and ecosystem partners in this room, we invite you to join us on this journey. Let's look beyond the technical novelty to the strength of this adoption pathway that we've jointly created here today. Help promising teams access capital. We have many investors in this room as well. Expertise, partnerships required to move responsibly into these clinical settings and over time across the region. And the next generation of healthcare companies will not be built by technology alone or healthcare institutions alone. They will be built where there's clinical need, technical ingenuity, operation discipline, and patient capital come together. If we can connect these elements effectively, then we can develop clinically relevant and scalable healthcare technologies with meaningful impact in Singapore and across Asia. So thank you once again to the CGH management team, my colleagues, our clinicians here who will be presenting each the problem statements and these teams, to everyone here today for lending your support and expertise towards building this ecosystem together. And thank you to every founder in this room who has chosen to build in one of the most important and most demanding fields. We look forward to building in this journey together. Thank you.